We here at the Gaming Saloon Tracks always support any and all that are involved in the creation and distribution of any show we feature. We're encouraging of those watching to support the official release. Thank you and enjoy the show. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Coming to you live from the outskirts of the internet, this is the Gaming Saloon Rip Tracks for July 5th, 2014, with your host, Spacebaker2448.
And Rampant Epsilon, as our third had to work today.
Yep.
Curse jobs.
Mm-hmm. Me and you are coming off watching this week's game episode in raw form.
Yeah. Not what either of us were expecting.
No, I was thinking it was like what most people were expecting. Because to be fair, no one was expecting a kill. Everyone was expecting a belt destroyed. But yeah, that not the way we all were thinking.
Yeah.
Also, there goes anyone's hope for Jim Melon. At least for Takatora.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn it.
I've already seen what if pictures of it.
I bet it looks awesome too.
Yep, and there was alternate little headshots for the coloring of the eyes, whether it be the Shin Zangetsu orange or the Zangetsu green. Which, now that I think about it, that is kind of odd.
Yeah, seen both ways.
Yeah. So, this week we're going to be covering the episode that came before this episode that essentially set up everything.
That we thought was going to happen.
Uh-huh. Forgot right again. On top of that, we're going to be taking a look at another 2 episodes of Yu-Gi-Oh! Season 1. So, Gon. Episode 35. Michi's Arc. I think this whole episode could be summed up of Michi's a dick.
And a half.
Mm-hmm. So, kind of breaking it down part by part. First up, we have Rashio letting go of Takatora, because apparently he was his prisoner for this entire time.
Yeah.
Because he wants Takatora to see the end of the world since he is a leader of men. How nice. Oh, so very nice of him. Rashio also decides that, you know what? I'm going to speed this little process up and opens portals all over the world and lets out Inves. Which isolates Naomi City even more now. Because now nobody's going to be shooting missiles at them because apparently they all ended up landing somewhere in America. Like, literally, that's what they say. It's the missiles hit somewhere in America. For us. Grincha picks up his attack from last week and gets some Matador tricks pulled on him and gets his ass kicked by Koda and Kaito.
You know, they've kind of become the unstoppable team.
Yeah. Which makes this week a little bit harder to swallow, because it's like, oh no.
Yeah.
One of them. It's like, Robochi, why must you make these things end in tragedy? Are you like the modern day Shakespeare? Like, seriously, are you?
He only knows dark.
To be fair, Madoka Magica ends on a good note. It's not till you get to the third movie that's a retelling of the series, where the third movie is essentially a tale after the show, that it's like, oh, now everything ends in tragedy.
Well, maybe he got all of his happy-go-lucky stuff out of the way, and
There's
now we'll
nothing
just explore for Doom.
There's nothing happy about Madoka. A character gets decapitated in 2 episodes. Well, 2 episodes in.
Okay, no, he just likes torture then.
Like, straight up decapitated. On screen. Granted, in silhouette, but to get the point across. And oh, the implications later on. Granted, I only ever watched Madoka Magica via reviews by SF Debris. But I get the gist of it. Anyway. Kota, Kaito, and Minato decide to try to sneak into Yggdrasil Tower through secret entrances, except they're all covered because Michi's a dick.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, by the way, I know all these secret entrances. You might as well put people there, and there. Fuck you, Michi. Why can't you be helpful? Why can't you be incompetent?
Because there's not any incompetent villains in this show for some reason.
Yeah.
Which I guess in a sense kind of makes it good because we hate them even more.
Yeah.
We get that true villain feel.
Yeah. Kota essentially has to be talked down from just charging straight in because that would be a dumb idea. At least they think. Personally, I think at this point, what the fuck do you have to lose?
True.
Because
it's either get killed by the invest that will inevitably get you, or fight to the death and have a chance at winning.
Yep. They're essentially forced into a fight with the Invest outside. Kaito decides to be nostalgic and go banana arms, for once. 3 of them fight off all the Invests and then retreat, much to Kota's chagrin, because it's like, hey, the door's open! You do realize there's more Invests behind them, but, we're retreating. Ah! Meanwhile, we find out that Akira, apparently Chucky, even though in the episode it's Rika. So apparently whoever's writing the summaries for Wikipedia got the names mixed up, which I kind of don't blame them because the other 2 Gaim girls besides Mai are barely if ever focused and nor named.
True.
But those 3 are being held captive along with all the other people that Red Yu has kidnapped for his life-draining machine that will bring the queen back to life, maybe.
Possibly, hopefully. Yeah. Doubt it.
Akira pretty much tells him, like, somebody will save us. And later on, Rika and Rat wake up in what used to be Takatora's office, which is now Michi's office. As they're now like 2 people who are on Michi's little arc to be saved. Yeah, that doesn't last long because I will guarantee you we find out what the fuck happened to them when we get subs for this week's episode because they are mentioned. Because after Michi goes to have a conversation with Mai to try to convince her to come along with this stupid bullshit plan of his, the 2 of them decide, hey, we're going to sneak down there, try to get Akira, and get the fuck out of here because fuck this noise.
Yeah, Michi's acting crazy, so we're out.
Yeah. Which they find Akira hooked up to the machine along with everyone else there. And Red Yu spies them through the door going, huh. I believe it won't end well for them. Either they become donations to the machine, or they're outright dead.
Either one's a possibility.
Yeah. Then we have Michi's entire conversation with Mai. Which, which you gotta love how Mai, even though it's the apocalypse essentially, she's still like, oh, I'm gonna leave money for the supplies I'm picking up. Because then it's not stealing. Even though I'm sure the showrunner is either dead or gone.
Or both.
Yes. For all we know, he's one of the people hooked up to the machine. Uh, this conversation.
Yeah.
Which essentially is Michi explaining to Mai what the fuck he's been up to for the last few episodes, which is, I made a deal with the overlords to have humanity live in harmony with us, to have the overlords, they have the invest in humanity live in peace, which is bullshit, because they won't live in peace, because Michi is the one who gets to decide who lives and dies, and guess who he gives a shit about? 0.00001% of the population. Everyone else can officially fuck off for all he cares.
Pretty much, yeah.
Mai, realizing this is a dumb idea, and that Michi is off his damn rocker, tells him no, and even name drops Kota, saying that Kota would never go along with this, which immediately sets Michi off because Kota is like his trigger word for him to go into a hissy fit.
I think you were right the first time, a sissy fit.
Yeah.
Because I think if anyone is a low-level writer, it's him.
Mm-hmm.
I think the comedic trio would probably do better than him.
Oh, of course, they have already done better than them. They took out a whole horde of Invest with just the use of one person as a soccer ball. Like, they get shit done. They've saved people. It's essentially causes me to go and tell Mai, why do you take his side all the time? Why won't you love me? He doesn't say the love me part, but oh, that's all he ever thinks about. Mai goes, look, it's not Kota I believe in, it's the hope that Kota believes in that I believe in. I want to help him bear that burden of trying to be hopeful and trying to think that shit will be alright at some point in the future. Hopefully.
Yeah, you know what I found funny about that whole ending of that episode?
What?
Hope was used a lot. When did this become a wizard episode?
I know in the HAU forum somebody was like, wait, no, it was also Acer Sub's description for the episode. It's like, in 5 minutes, Gaim has done a better job of using hope as a plot point than Wizard has in its entire run.
And what's funny is that's exactly right.
True.
Oh god.
Because Meiji eventually just disgusted with this conversation, just like, oh, that's what is keeping Ko together. I can break that easily. And then goes off to try to, well, talk to Kota. Now, this entire time, Takatora is just roaming around the city going, what the fuck have I been fighting for? Kind of Zero style from Mega Man X4, for anyone who can get that reference. Because I barely get the reference, because I only know it because it's a meme thing. And he's eventually kind of spotted Kota and kind of been following him around in the shadows, hoping to get him alone to talk.
And
he
try to
saw,
figure out why Minato was with him and all that fun stuff.
yeah. So eventually he tracks him down the troopers where Minato and Kaito leave, and Koto once again drops that little hint of maybe he's becoming an overlord because he's lost his appetite, which I think might be debunked this week. Because I think Takatora's going to go, by the way, no, that's just an effect of using the lock seeds as a food source. Trust me, it's happened to me. I've gotten used to it by now. I don't eat normal food. You don't see me turn into a monster. Well, I kind of did, but in a metaphorical sense, not a physical sense. We're just gonna ignore the fact that I purposely showed video footage of you killing your friend multiple times to break your spirit in half. Because that's in the past, right? Right? I'm totally gonna forgive the fact that you kind of blew up like half my tower.
Honestly, that was a 1-for-1.
True. Same episode too. No, same like 2-episode arc kind of.
Same 2 consecutive episodes.
Yes.
Because there's not really arcs per se.
Yeah. Eventually, Minato and Kaito leave. Koto's all by himself. Takatora tries to go to Kaito, but Michi shows up all suit and tie like he's been for the whole episode, being all spiffy and trying to be like Takatora, except he totally doesn't have it.
No.
No. Which then leads to the two having a conversation about Kota's hope. And Michi, being the delusional jackass he is, equates Kota's hope to a virus that he has spread it all over and has caused him to lose people close to him. Which, not really. I mean, technically Kota's only killed like one person connected to you directly.
Yeah.
And he was long since gone by the time that happened. And to be fair, how much danger has he put Mai in? But besides the Gatai special, which we're going to ignore because it's kind of out of continuity. Because technically, that episode, the second half of that Gatai special is all Kota's fault. That is the only time you can legitimately say that Kota has put Mai in danger. And Michi was just all happy-go-lucky then. Maybe that's what he keeps thinking about, although he never shows it in the flashbacks.
It's one of those that he acknowledges that special even exists.
Yeah.
Even though everyone else knows that it doesn't exist continuity-wise.
Yes. With him and Kaito's pseudo Kachidoki arms. But yeah, eventually Michi's just like, fuck you, Kota. Goes Nisei Zangetsu right in front of him. Shocks Kota, who tries to talk him down, being like, Michi, what the fuck you doing? Michi, calm down. Michi. Which also shocks Takatora, who's watching from the shadows, like, Michi, what the fuck you doing with that belt? Last time I had that belt, I fell off a cliff. Well, last time I saw that belt, I fell off a cliff because of Sengoku and his goons. Why do you have it, and why are you fighting Kota when I told you to team up with him?
Yeah, I think that's what kind of pissed him off more.
Yeah, it's like, Michi!
I told you to help him. My final words to you was help him.
Yeah, I thought that was like my legit final words, but hell, I've lived. Although now after this episode, my final words are going to be, fuck you, Michi, by the end of this. If I do get some more final words. Eventually, Kota calls Michi by his full name before he has to henshin and defend himself, and we end the episode there. So, yeah. Michi's a dick.
And a half.
Mm-hmm.
But now
Just,
he's a conceited dick.
yeah. I think I said my R&R this week. Michi is just, like, off the cliff now. Like, there's no coming back. Like, he is so wrapped up in his own delusions, wrapped up in the ideas that everything is everyone else's fault.
Well, look back even at the beginning. He was so wrapped up in his own little world that he had no concern of whether or not everything he knew could tear apart at the seams.
Yeah.
Really, his character hasn't changed. It's just what he's been doing has changed. Rather than trying to just play little mind games and make everyone think he's doing what he's supposed to be doing, he's now fucking everyone in the ass.
In a way, he's kind of regressed. He's trying to, like, get everyone close to him and hold on to him for dear life because he's got nothing else to hold on to, but slowly but surely, everything's being taken away from him. Slowly but surely, everyone's turning his back on him and turning their backs on him.
Mm-hmm. And it really comes down to it's because he turned his back on everyone else.
Yeah. Minato said it best. You don't have a home anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Your lies have guaranteed that. You can no longer call anyone here your friend. Because you're lying to yourself. Which is what he's been doing all show long. He's lied to everyone. He's lied to himself. He's lied to himself so much now that he believes his own lies.
Mm-hmm.
He truly believes that Kota is the problem, when it's not. It's him. Michi is the problem. If it weren't for Michi, we wouldn't have the thing that happens at the end of this week's episode. Literally.
If it wasn't for Michi, we wouldn't have half of the Nisei Zangetsu stuff.
Yeah, if it wasn't for Michi, Takatoru would still be Shin Zangetsu.
Possibly.
Possibly. Michi might have joined him at the bottom of that cliff.
Yeah. That very likely could have happened there.
Uh-huh. But yeah. Yeah, I said it in my R&R. Michi went off the cliff. By this time. He has...
And then the raw for this week kind of showed, like you said, he put the jetpacks on and just went with it.
Yeah. Like, this week cements his place as a villain of the show. There's no turning back for him. None. There can't be. There's no way he can be redeemed. None. I don't care how masterful of a writer Genorobuchi is. There's no way he can bring him back from the brink that he has pushed him through. The only ending Michi has now, and by the end Michi has, is death.
Yeah. And whether that's by another writer or by an invest is going to be the question.
I almost guarantee that it will be Kota.
I'd say it will be.
You know what's going to happen? It's going to be a near mirroring of the first episode. Michi will become so desperate that he will become an invest.
I don't know. Because he keeps thinking that because he's got the Shinzengetsu set up that he can rape everyone.
Which we proved this week that it is inferior to its predecessor.
Yeah. But I mean, even in the past,
Yeah.
look, Kachidoki kept up with it.
Jimba kept up with it.
Yeah.
I think at this point, Kota and Orange Arms could probably take him. Because Kota has that much experience with the suit now. He could probably take him. I'm willing to guarantee it.
Oh, I'd say he could.
That's why I want to call that. It's going to be Michi's death will be a mirroring of Yuya's death from the first episode, down to the finisher. Because that will show show that Kota, now with the knowledge that his friend is an invest, knows he has to do it. That this time he does
It
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 knowing.
drag out a lot longer than the first one.
Yeah. I just mean by mirroring of you. Michi will eat fruit. Michi will become Invest. We'll have a long drawn out fight scene with a lot of emotion in it, and eventually it'll be the orange charge from episode 1 that ends him.
I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised if towards the end we don't happen to see like a flashback to the Hase one, or even to where Takatora was showing him that he's the one that killed Yuya.
Yeah.
Kind of one of those, either Takatora or Sid telling him it had to be done. You didn't think about it then. Don't think about it now, kind of deal.
Yeah. That even though Kota doesn't want to make any more sacrifices, when it comes to a situation like that, the choice has already been made for you. You either strike him down or someone else does it. Or he causes more damage. Which is what happened with Hase. Which, now that I think about it, Rat was scratched by an Invest.
Yeah?
Yet he turned out okay.
Huh.
Maybe there's hope for a certain character that we'll discuss next time. But yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah. Although the look makes me go, nope.
Yeah, I doubt it.
And as another note,
Although I just got a theory about what we know might happen, but yeah.
this is another note. I'll leave it for next week because it'll be more complementary to what we're talking about next week. Because it will be talking about the Zangetsu suits.
Oh, yeah, that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright. Any other thoughts on 35?
Not really, no.
Yeah, but I think I said it. 35 is a good episode that its strength lies in its next episode. Because you have those episodes in Gaim where the true strengths of certain episodes lie with the episodes that surround it. Especially those that come after it. Because this episode, it's good. But it's really good once you get this week's episode. Because now you see the build to this week's episode. You see the pieces fall into place.
Yes, you get to see everything kind of fall into place to the Great Zangetsu fight.
Yeah. Or as I kept hearing it, Melon Madness or Zangetsu Bowl. Alright. Now let's talk some Yu-Gi-Oh! We're talking about episodes 7 and 8 this week. Sea God Leviathan and the Stolen Blue Eyes White Dragon. Which episode 8 will lead us into our first real two-parter. Well, our second real two-parter of the show. I about to say,
Forgot we done had one, didn't you?
yeah, I forgot about the Weevil one. So we've got the manliest of man, Mako. All right, thoughts going into this.
uh, about like always, I'm kind of open for it. Yeah, not really sure what to expect right at the moment.
I don't remember what happens in 8.
Oh, that's wonderful.
I kind of remember 7 because it's more of the dual shenanigans that you kind of get in Yu-Gi-Oh! Where the whole fact that these monsters are actually on a 3D field somehow makes sense in terms of the game being played. Uh, Things happen.
Hmm.
It's things outside of game mechanics which allow wins. Which how the fuck that makes sense in game, I don't know. It just does. And the logic of Yu-Gi-Oh! Well, shall we get started up?
Yep.
As I try to get my episode to pause and it plays while I stop background music. All
Play,
right.
pause, play, pause, pause, play.
Yep. All right. You ready?
Yep.
All right. Starting up episode 7 of Yu-Gi-Oh! In 3, 2, 1, go. Are these different subtitles or is it just me?
It changed the opening again. It did it
Oh.
last week too. The font was just a hair bigger because it wrapped it instead.
Oh, okay. Maybe I've just never taken those of the color.
It's changing slightly the last 3 we've watched.
Yeah.
So, no, it is understandable that it is a little different. Looks like the same kind of subs though because nothing's changed text-wise.
Yeah. You know, I hear about how good Yu-Gi-Oh! 5Ds is. I've never watched the series all the way through.
Hmm.
I've seen like the final duel in its entirety. I've seen random episodes from like late into the season, and that's about it. And I've seen like early show stuff but that was the dub. Which it has a good twist at the end, but then it fucks that twist and does a double twist, and then it becomes all around confusing. Because it's like, wait, what? No, reverse that twist. Reverse the twist. What are you doing? Why'd you go that extra step? Although the villain plot kind of doesn't make sense.
How so?
Uh, to stop Apocalypse, I'm going to start an Apocalypse.
Wow. Really?
Yeah,
That sounds completely retarded.
I know.
Yeah, they did change the text all the way around.
So everyone. Well, wait. I was about to say, no, everyone gets color. No, this isn't. This isn't the subs of Pokemon X and Y that I watched a while back, where everyone had color coded text. Which I kind of don't understand because it seems kind of pointless. But okay. Maybe they expected you to pack food and drink. Wouldn't it be better to bring, supplies?
Yeah.
That, or he's just an idiot. I'm going with idiot.
Yep, same here.
Do you seriously believe that, Joey? Because if you do, I want to smack you upside the head. At least someone is smart enough to go, this is dumb.
And now someone's going to get smacked across the head.
Mm. Maybe. Mego, you okay there? AKA Mako, as I'll be calling him for the rest of the show. Because I'm using the English names because I'm at least familiar with them. You have a little something up top. Yeah, you have a bit of a hitchhiker. Yes, the one who crushed Kaiba, because that's such a great feat. Even though Kaiba I won't duel for like half this season, I swear. So essentially, I want to buy a boat so I can become a bum. That is my dream! To live life on the sea as a bum. Who can catch fish. So I'm not a total bum. Hey, watch it with the spear. No, he treats you like idiots. Because anybody else smarter than you would have went, oh, this looks like a trap. Or, that looks like somebody else's food. Let's not touch it. Isn't that a bit dangerous?
Yeah, just a little bit there.
I mean, you kind of have to, like, hop around onto the platform to get on it. And Yugi only has... Oh, no, he has 3. If I remember precisely.
Yeah, because he won 2 off the first battle.
Yeah, he won 2 off Weevil. Joey's the only one with 2.
Yeah.
Why, yes, it's hiding in the sea, because that makes total sense. Yugi, you can clearly see it, because it's this big old fuck you, hit me right here, yellow dot. You know? Why wouldn't he know that? That would be unfair. Wait a minute, Yugi didn't end his turn! Why is it that it seems like I spend half these episodes bitching about the minor details of dueling?
Because the shows designed around the card games fail to realize what the rules of the card games are. It's kind of like with Pokemon, how Pikachu can take down everything.
Although, apparently, it got, like, reset to level 1 at the beginning of X and Y. Or not X and Y, Black and White. Although it's still OP as shit.
Mm-hmm.
I think people have went so far as to calculate its EVs and IVs based off its duels, based off its battles. People have gotten it, like, down pat what Pikachu's stats are supposed to be.
Jeez.
To be fair, I wish they would do a Pokemon special anime, because I think that would be far more entertaining. Because then you're changing out protagonist every year. Well, not really every year, but every time a new game comes out, you're introducing new protagonists and a new story. And you have diverse characters instead of Ash dicking around with his 2 friends.
Hmm.
Which is really what Pokemon has become. That is not how you play a Magic card! You don't overlay it! You don't overlay until Zexal. Which works in Pokemon logic. I don't think it works in Yu-Gi-Oh logic.
I don't either.
Nope. Nope, it doesn't. So the jellyfish takes out the electricity conducts in water logic
Yes.
because the jellyfish can absorb electricity, which doesn't make sense unless it was an electric eel. Then it'd make perfect sense. Kind of.
Yes. Keep attacking. That so will work.
Yes, bring out the wolf in the full moon, and this will totally work. Was that an eco message? Because I swear it is.
I'd say so.
Why are you sneaking in eco messages? Which makes sense. And Duelist of the Roses rules, because that is Leviathan's power, is to change the terrain to water. Which I don't think Leviathan has naturally. We just make up shit as we go with the show, don't we?
Pretty much, yeah.
Why, yes, it is. It's also filled with sharks and other shit that will attempt to kill you if you look tasty enough to them. Because, in all honesty, sharks don't attack.
Hmm.
Unless they're hungry and you look like food, which would be a seal. Well, yes, that's a smart idea. Tie him to the mast. That way, if the mast breaks, that way, if the ship sinks, he's fucked. I don't understand that.
I don't either.
Yes, tie yourself to a piece of the boat and hope that the boat don't sink. Because if the boat sinks and you're still tied to the mast, you're going down with it. Of course, piranhas don't attack outright unless they smell blood, I believe.
Hmm.
Because I believe it was like a Penn Teller like special I was watching, where it was an escape from a piranha tank. Teller was no, it was Penn and Teller's bullshit. Teller hopped right into the piranha tank, didn't even nibble him. I think it was also because he was moving, which is what kind of sends him away. Wait, Jaws?
Yes, Jaws.
Somebody about to get Jaws? Why would Soldier of Stone move? How could Soldier of Stone move? Saloon! Well, yes, attack your car and attack your own card, which makes no sense. How can Soldier of Stone attack a magic card? Did you seriously just pull the Ichigo pose? Hey, that card! That is supposed to attack the field, not the mom. Yeah, screw it.
Yeah.
Hey, someone who's not a dick when they lose. You won't be back till season 2, where you job to Joey. Aren't you going to detransform? You kind of do that after a duel. Ah, why are you spoiling what's supposed to be the surprise of the duel? Or surprise of the episode? Uh, Why you gotta be spoiling the surprise? So,
Because reasons that don't make any sense.
Guy was a lot more reserved than you.
Yeah.
To be fair, like, half the time their previews are completely out of context.
Yeah, horribly out of context.
I swear, they purposely designed the previews to be just completely to be like, well, of course this thing and this thing and this thing is happening, but it's not in this order, and it's not what the voiceovers are for. So, what do you think so far?
Uh, it's shaping up pretty good, anyhow.
What did you think of the manliest of all man Mako?
I think it's good that we at least get to see backstory.
I think it's good to at least have a duelist who's not a dick, besides
Yeah.
Yugi and Joey. It's like, wait, there's duelists on here that aren't complete assholes?
Bullshit, you say.
It's almost like there's a mix of people. It's almost like everyone here is not designed to be beaten by Yugi and Joey at some point because they're all evil or dicks. Or bad guys for now, they'll eventually turn good guys, aka Mai. Because we need a strong female character that is actually a good guy.
Yeah.
And that damn sure ain't gonna be Taya. Alright. Should we get episode 8 get up and ready?
Yep.
Alright, starting off episode 8 and ending off our 2 episodes for the week in 3, 2, 1, go. The backstory to the season, that if you watch season 0, you know this already. Hell, you know more than this, because you've seen all sorts of things in season 0. Like, seriously, if you have questions about what the fuck's going on in Yu-Gi-Oh!, watch season 0. Apparently it explains everything. Although no one ever refers to him as Yu-Gi-Oh! In the show. Ever. The only time that word is spoken is in the transformation sequence for the dub. And that's because, for kids? I don't know. They're the ones who did the dub. They're the ones who do... do they still do the Pokemon dub?
I don't know.
To be fair, I have not watched the Pokemon dub in forever because... Well, let's put it this way. I watched the writer reference episode, and I was done. Because I know exactly what show they're referencing. They're referencing Stronger. And, yeah, they did the whole, the hero is an idiot thing. And it's not funny. At least not to me these days. Because, I don't know, no one really does it entertainingly. Don't mind me, going to repel down with bed sheets. Where the hell I got all these bed sheets, I don't know. Uh-oh. I should have got more bed sheets. Do I go for it? Up, too late. No. Thank you, trees, for breaking my fall. And my back. Hey, he could have used like 2 more. Fancy cheese, wine, and a comic book. One of these things is not like the other. Okay, I really didn't think it was cheese. I thought it was something else. The prisoners escaped. Well, you were holding him prisoner, sir. Wait, only 12? How was he legendary? He's only beat Kaiba once. Like, really? Has that... What the fuck? Yes, don't let the kid escape again. Or I shall dock your pay. Well, yes, I am a villain who doesn't do anything himself because... I don't care. I let my grunts do it. To be fair, besides you, Yugi, I don't think anyone else has someone's life on the line in this tournament.
Yeah.
Wait, if you were gonna go for a punch, why'd you do the throw and boot to the head? Well, that sucks. You think they
Yeah.
have an anti theft rule? And wait, now Weevil gets kicked off the island? Dude was first out, and he's just now leaving. He wasn't on that first boat out that was on the screen. Wow, dicks pleading his case, and he's like, you got 30 minutes. I don't see starships. Kid's gone. Somebody kick Joey upside the head. Uh, Joey, you have clues. Handkerchief, challenge to duel, right there. I hear a wild clock in the TeamSpeak server. Hang on, but we'll take a pause right here so we can get
time
clock in.
time code.
I want to say 304.
304.
804. Okay.
I was gonna say, wait a minute.
I was taking a shot in the dark because I can't tell time code on my TV. It is too fucking tiny.
I was about to say, wait a minute. 304. I know damn well we've been watching for more than 3 minutes.
Like I said, shot in the dark. Terrible shot in the dark, mind you. But we have a wild Galactic here. Eventually.
Wait for it.
As soon as he clicks the button.
Guess what?
What?
$10 says he just got to install the plugin.
Probably. Oh dear.
And he muted his mic before.
Yep. Well, I can check Twitter in a moment.
See how many people are bitching about this week's episode of Game so far?
No one's really done that. Granted, I don't follow that many people who watch Tokusatsu on a weekly basis.
Ah.
And everyone who has already voiced their utter shock if they did watch the Raw.
I swear, though, that just, yeah.
Well, to make things better, Giga Beetle tweeted out this image, which I'm not gonna lie, it's really cool.
Was it the one you gave me earlier?
Nope.
Really?
No, this is a different one. This is something he just tweeted out like 33 minutes ago.
Hmm. Hold on a second. I will show it off on the show there.
Yeah. This is why I've started following Giga Beetle on Tumblr and on Twitter. He does fantastic photo shoots for figure arts. He already has the figure arts size golf cart thing that Coach drove in like the first couple episodes when he was a delivery man.
Really?
Because that thing actually exists. It has nothing to do with Ryder at all. It's just a separate accessory that exists. It is. I'm just like, yes. Although to be fair, I've not heard anyone bitch about the episode. It's just one of those target.
Alright, there's the image. By the way.
Yeah.
And that does look awesome.
Look, I love the lighting on it. That really sells it.
Yeah.
Hang on, heard a ding.
Yeah, that's me.
Okay.
I kind of barely heard clock. So.
He's in? No. Yeah, he's not in here.
No, he's not. I saw that TeamSpeak. I saw that. I pulled up my volume mixer and I watched TeamSpeak go. Like, I saw that. Don't do that.
Oh wow, this is like the most hateful I've heard, most hate I've heard for Guy recently. Jeez.
No doubt.
And it's on Token Nation, and it has nothing to do with this week's episode.
Really?
Yes.
Huh. Link, please. I kind of want to see this then.
Hey, y'all.
Hello.
Whatever you do, Glock, don't click.
Your microphone is not working or is hardware muted.
Check the settings.
Wait, can y'all hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
What the heck then?
Just ignore it.
Okay.
If you can hear us and we can hear you, just ignore it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Google's stupid at times.
At times.
Wow.
I don't get that.
How far are you in?
8 minutes and 3 seconds into the. Well, 8 minutes, 4 seconds into the.
Into the second episode.
Yes.
Okay.
You missed out on the manly man Mako.
It's alright. Go ahead. I ended up getting home. I ended up being let off of work early because I ended up having basically a low blood sugar attack, and
Oof.
yeah, I got dizzy, shaky, lost breath, felt sick all the way around, and I ended up sitting in the office for like 5 minutes, and he ended up bringing me something. My boss ended up bringing me something to eat and everything to make sure I was all right.
Huh.
Yeah, my boss is a pretty cool guy.
That's good. That's good to hear.
Mm-hmm.
Not good that it happened, but it's good to hear that he's
It
cool.
yeah.
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 Yeah, but I'll be honest. I don't get like half of that.
I don't either. If
Oh yeah.
I think it's a case of dude kind of is just thinking and not really paying attention.
Yeah, first and third, I don't get at all.
Uh-uh.
Like, well, considering the situation, it's not really that. It's not this. It's just another thing, which is not that. Not really. And I get one more tweet from Deno complaining about fireworks. He really hates fireworks.
Oh, those loud popping things that are going on around my house too.
Yeah, that I can kind of barely hear for a bit.
They got loud just a little bit ago.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't mind them, but there is a problem when you go when it winds up starting at like the beginning of June and it doesn't end until like the end of August.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, really, do you have to fucking shoot them off that damn long? I can understand right around the 4th,
Yeah.
but for a month before and a month after, what the fuck's wrong with you? I mean,
Well, part of his thing is fireworks have been banned in his city for 3 years, and yet people shoot them off.
okay. To this, let's say, look at all the other illegal stuff that still goes on.
True.
I'd rather have someone shooting off fireworks illegally than a lot of the other stuff that could be going on.
Yes, and if you want them to stop, just call the cops.
Yeah.
That happened to us. Like I want to say it was like last year, but my uncle was shooting off fireworks at his house. Cops got called and came out and told us to shut it down. After a while. So honestly, if you wanted to stop, just call the cops
Yeah.
and file a noise complaint. It's what it is. It's a noise complaint.
Or hell, if it's illegal, then there you go.
Yeah. Yeah. Second one, I get a little bit, but to be fair,
Yeah.
I'm sure dialogue makes that seem a lot more like, yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I can understand there could be people that don't really care for Gaim or possibly even hate it. I mean, I can understand that because everyone's different.
Yeah.
But if you don't like it, just say you don't like it and move on.
Yeah. It's kind of what I've done with Age of Extinction, although I still think about it. It's not helped by the fact that I keep watching reviews and reading reviews about it.
Oh, so you're one of those that you find something and you torture yourself with it. Oh wait, yeah, that's right, Kabuto.
Yeah.
You kind of
Well,
really
it's
want to go back to it.
was more like I'm still trying to piece together how I can like really feel about the movie because I'm like about it, but I'm like I'm still trying to piece it together, and hearing other people say and talk about things makes me go, well, yeah, I can agree with that, disagree with that here and there.
Mm.
And it helps me get an idea of how the movie is overall, critic-wise, because yeah, it made $100 million in the weekend on its first weekend, opening weekend. Its budget is $1 million per minute.
Jeez.
Yeah, literally, the budget is $1 million per minute of the movie. Which, okay, I don't know how the hell that worked out, but all right. Yeah, I especially want to hear people who really like the movie, because I want to go, what are you seeing that I'm not? Because I'm not digging this movie, but I want to know why you dig it. That way, maybe I can see the good things and maybe somehow get past the flaws to maybe enjoy the movie. But it's probably not going to happen for Age of Extinction.
From the sounds of it, I kind of agree.
I mean, when I've heard like two different people call it the best and the worst Transformers movie at the same time. Yeah, it's gonna be hard to get past. Because I can definitely see where that statement is true.
Are y'all done with the episode already?
No, we just got caught up on the tangent.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Well,
Rick?
while y'all are doing that, I'm gonna play some League.
Okay.
All right.
Since someone mentioned League here, Glock, I
You're welcome.
I am happy now. I finally got a pentakill.
Yeah, you told me that in chat thing earlier.
Unfortunately, it was in the PBE server, and I can't get the freaking match history thing to work. So, yeah.
It is forever lost to the annals of time.
But that kind of assured the fact that, yeah, I do need to main Yi. If we ever go into PvP, that needs to be my main.
I thought that Yi was your. Oh wait, no. Okay.
I kind of float between three.
Yeah,
But
I
I
know
think
you
that
do.
clearly defined it there.
Yeah, I gotta do the same thing. I float between right now 4.
And the new Caitlyn skin is going to be awesome.
Wait, that's like confirmed? Or wait, no, you're talking about Headhunter, aren't you?
Yeah.
Okay, I thought you were talking about something else. I'm like, what,
No.
a new Caitlyn skin besides Headhunter?
I thought that was just a rehash.
What? Headhunter?
Headhunter. Yeah, I thought
No.
that was just a rehash. I thought she
No.
previously had it, and then they're bringing it back.
Nope. This is a
No.
brand new skin for her.
Oh, okay.
And it is awesome. And I got to see the whole Malphite drill thing firsthand.
How fun was that?
That actually looked neat. I wasn't playing him, but I was laning 2 games in a row with the Malphite that used that skin to beat it all.
Yeah, the new Caitlyn skin's the next in line of their Predator theme skins. Essentially, is what Headhunter is.
Mm-hmm.
I like it.
Yeah, he's got a Headhunter skin too.
Yeah, but I just don't really care for his.
Yeah. All right. You kid up and ready to get back to the episode?
Yep, let's do that.
All right, starting it up then in 3, 2, 1, go. Seems to be. See? He said your name. What you?
And he grows while we're off screen.
I was about to say, you're gonna duel him untransformed? Oh no, you're gonna duel him transformed.
I love that.
And it's out of continuity too, because now he just transformed.
I love that though when it shifted over to the other side of the map and then panned back over. He was taller.
Is who? Is it Pikachu? Although, to be fair, we know it's Mokuba because of the preview.
Yeah.
We also know it's Mokuba because, he's dressed the exact same as Mokuba was like the first episode.
Yeah. And there's the break right there.
Uh-huh. Okay, that's a first. Power cards versus heart cards. When did this turn into Gaim?
It hasn't yet. It's cards, not fruit.
But we got someone obsessed with power and someone who's obsessed with friendship. That's like 2 steps away from Gaim. It's like half Gaim, half Forze.
Yep.
It's just in place of Kodo, we have Gentaro. Except Yugi is a master strategist, apparently. Whereas Gentaro really isn't.
And come to think about it, really neither is Kota.
No. Spinning puzzle, spinning puzzle, spinning puzzle, now we're back. Have you seen commercials for the Sharknado Rift Tracks Live? It's essentially the MST3K guys, the Mystery Science Theater 3000 guys. We'll be doing a riffing of Sharknado. You know the movie that has a tornado filled with sharks? That dumb movie?
I don't think I've heard of that one, and I'm probably glad I didn't.
Well, to be fair, it would be fun because you have them riffing on it. So that way you can make the terrible movie entertaining. Wow. Well, I guess that's why they didn't care about spoiling it in the preview. They just come out right and say it like halfway in the episode.
Pretty much.
Okay. Really? Kaiba lost a duel, and all of a sudden, holy shit! Oh no! Our company's in danger! No! Kaiba lost one fucking duel just because he picked on somebody's grandpa. Although to be fair, that should be the more of the reason is that he decided to go inside to pick on somebody's grandpa and nearly get him killed.
Yeah.
Why is that not being emphasized?
You know, you could still use the phrase, why don't you pick on somebody your own size?
Yugi! Kaiba's still taller than Yugi! Even transformed! You can't roll with that!
Fine, why don't you pick on somebody that's similar to your size?
Are we counting hair or are we not counting hair?
Counting hair.
Okay, that's close. But like, seriously, Kaiba nearly gave Great Grandpa a heart attack because he dueled him.
Don't forget, Grandpa has a name now.
What's Grandpa's name?
I forget.
Exactly, that's why I call him Grandpa. I think they do that for every old man character who's the grandfather to somebody. They're just Grandpa.
Why is it that I'm... Oh, Jesus.
What'd you do?
The other team is Assassin, Master Yi, Twitch, Nocturne, Draven, and Caitlyn.
Okay.
Oh god. You're screwed.
Our team is Jace, Kale, who is me, Nurse Akali, Soraka, and Brand.
You're screwed.
Yeah. Unless, of course, well, no, he's got assassin skin. He knows what he's doing with Yi.
And I found that my Jinx build works so flawlessly on Caitlyn.
I'm willing to say that any AD carry that's similar to Jinx, your build will work with. Like, it will probably work for Ashe, too.
I think it does, actually. Because I think I've tried that before.
It'll definitely work with Sivir, because if it works for Caitlyn, it works for Sivir, because that works for me. Also, Bokuba totally blames Yugi for everything that's happened, even though it's all Pegasus' fault. You know, Pegasus is behind everything.
No, it's all Yugi's fault, because he defeated Kaiba to begin with.
But Kaiba started the shit when he tried to give Grandpa a heart attack!
So really, it comes back to it's Kaiba's fault.
Exactly!
No one would expect it to be Kaiba.
Really? The guy who's obsessed with power? And
Nope,
has tried to
nope,
give an old man a heart attack?
nope. Couldn't be him. Nope, never.
Finding the heart. He's not finding the heart of cards. He's finding a reason to duel again. Also, Kaiba doesn't believe in the heart of cards bullshit because he's smarter than that. Trust me, that never works for me. I've tried beating tried beating the AI Bujin deck on Yu-Gi-Oh! Pro. That is damn near fucking impossible with the decks I have, because that's a bullshit fucking deck. Literally, if you're playing against the Bujin deck, your opponent has 2 different opportunities to cock block you. 2 different ways with a single card. Once in its hand, and once in the graveyard. There's so many ways you can fuck somebody over and just cock block them all day long with it, and it's such bullshit.
That's why it's one of the last decks.
It's not a last deck, it's just a random AI deck.
Oh dear God, all that power is
Pokemon,
ridiculous.
don't give them Star Chips. Some of them are Yugis. Ah, great, we had to nerf Yugi once more.
Of course we did. Yugi's too powerful. He
He
can't be
just
that
got
powerful.
he just got those 2 Star Chips off Mako. How dare you disrespect the manliest of man? No, you don't. Just ask Joey. He got a Star Chip just by existing.
Yep.
Yep.
Yes, I'll arrange for someone else to duel you. Some mysterious duelist.
Yep, it's totally not going to be a setup. Ow.
Because he had Exodia. And that's really it. Kaiba, stop taking this duel so personally. Yeah, because you fucked with his grandpa. That's when he went all out on you, busted out Exodia, and whooped your monkey ass. What part of that do you not understand? That, and also to avenge his grandpa, who you gave a heart attack to, remember? Dear God, am I the only one that remembers this in the show? That'd be a beautiful plot point, but no, we can't have that. Hey, it's the guns that aren't edited out of the American version.
You mean that are edited out of the American version?
Yes. Because instead of that, they're just pointing their fingers like that's supposed to be threatening. Sure you have. I will consider that. I'm totally not making terms here. Besides, you must face evil Kaiba, who will somehow have the deck we just saw 2 seconds ago.
Bye-bye.
Okay, now he's just spouting out about revenge. Now you've taken it one step farther than Kaito has.
I have to admit it, I love cooldown reduction.
Yes, that
I
is.
swallowed that for you, Soraka. I swallowed that for you. Caitlyn used her freaking ult, and I swallowed it whole.
Oh, you took an ace and hole upside the face?
Yes, I did. Actually, I just ate it. I ate it. There was no problem, and I'm still pretty good. I'm in decent shape, actually.
Well then, thoughts on our 2 episodes this week?
It was
Ow.
good.
That hurt, Caitlyn. That actually hurt.
So much setup though on that last one.
Yeah, but next week we get a 2-parter. There'll be a 2-part duel that, if I remember precisely, involves bullshit.
And
Pretty much.
a bunch of explanation.
Don't know about that, but I know it involves bullshit and cheating.
Pretty much.
So pretty much every duel thus far.
Yes.
Pretty much.
Because I think we've pretty much had bullshit, and that's not how that card works.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
So
Hey,
yeah.
at least Yugi doesn't cheat. He plays by the rules, as far as I know. Yeah, the only thing you can call him cheating for is having a summoning method that only he can use, because he's the only one that has cards for it, which he invented somehow by magical means. Yeah, they haven't gotten into how the fuck
trust
personal
that.
summoning exists. It is just this thing that exists out of nowhere, and it's legitimate. Like, literally, the system says, "Oh, this is legitimate, by the way,"
Even though it's not.
even though it just got invented 5 seconds ago. It's completely okay.
Wow.
But yeah, set up this week. We got the Mako duel. Yay! I think another point to the counter, because how the fuck do you attack a magic card with your own monster when it's your own magic card? And that's not an effect of the monster?
Very carefully. Pray and hope and pull the magic I can do whatever the fuck I want to card.
What?
So essentially every card Yugi owns.
Pretty much.
Caitlyn's ace in the hole. If you go far enough out, does it miss?
Nope.
No. It
Then
always
what the freak just happened? Because neither of my teammates lost health, and I didn't get hit at all.
Ace in a hole hits any champion.
Neither of my teammates got hit. They both got the same amount of health that they did when she shot it. Well, what the freak?
Yeah. You may have stepped out of visible range from her, because that's the only way Ace in the hole gets broken.
That's what I did then.
Because if you step out of visible range before she pulls the trigger, it goes on a smaller cooldown, like 7 seconds, before she gets it back.
Okay, that makes sense.
Or if you're set up for it and the person you're aiming for dies.
Yeah.
Because I had that happen twice.
Yeah, that's why when I play Caitlyn, I'm need visible range on a target for ace in the hole. And I need at least the time it takes to charge the shot to get the shot off. So they need to stay in visible range. Otherwise, it's a waste of an
So
ace in the
much
hole.
lag. Okay.
Anyway,
So much lag.
so yeah, another 2 good episodes of Yu-Gi-Oh!
Yeah.
But next week, it's a duel against Kaiba? Question mark? Exclamation point? Parentheses, parentheses, smiley face? Is the 2-part duel against Dark Kaiba, essentially. Evil Kaiba. And he somehow has the deck that was shown 33 seconds earlier. In some undisclosed location. So how the fuck they got the deck there, I don't know.
Magic, obviously.
So, until then, that'll do it for...
Back off.
Ramp it Epsilon.
Tommy Gun 2442, even though I'm not really here.
I'm Fishy248 saying good night, everybody, and we'll see you on the next round of the Game of Saloon Rift Track. Peace out.
By the way, yes, Glock is a ghost. Just saying.
I'm a ghost.
You said you weren't really here, so you must be.
Awesome.
That means you get to go ooga booga 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 booga.
Hee My life dream.
Anyway, as always, you can find the Game and Saloon Rift Tracks on our site at tgsr.org. Don't forget to follow us on our social medias, on Twitter at TGSaloon, on Facebook at facebook.com/thegameandsaloon, and on YouTube at youtube.com/TGSaloon. Easy for me to say. Till next time.